Yugadi, Gudi Pavada, New Year wishes, prayers to all respected friends. PARAABHAVA is the new year beginning today. May this bring every auspiciousness, victory to every one of us in all our noble endeavors. Salutations, greetings, gratitudes. Let us begin this new year with our Sapta Sadhanas, Sapta Tapasyas, Sapta Samarpanas to the Lord to bless us with divinity. May we invoke the Parabrahma Ishvara Jagannatha, Devatagana, Gurugana, Shastragana, Kripa and cooperation from the world around us so that our Lokasevaka, Dharmastapaka, Viragi, Bhakta, Shishya, Mumukshu, Jignasu, Shrota, Sadhaka, Parishrami, Prerita, Prashanta, Gambhira, Samskrita Bhasha, Jnata, व्याकरण सहित गुरु उपासक दैव उपासक मननकर्ता चिंतनकर्ता निधिध्यासनकर्ता अनुभवी अनुभव निष्ठित. These 20 Vyaktitwas of ours get blossomed so that we are an asset to the world outside. We are able to evolve within us spiritually too. 7 sadhanas are Vedic chanting, mantra dhyanam, common sense thought, Shanti and Guru mantras, Sankalpaha, Upanishad mantra Parayana Ucharanam, and study of Upanishad with Bhashyam. Upanishad is Shwethashwathara, 6th chapter, the most profound, complete, important mantra number 18, where we are taught why and how and to whom to surrender. One of the very, very often quoted mantra and silently, used for upasana by many, many true Adhyatmika sadhakas. We are lucky on this day, Ugadi, to study this mantra with Bhashya. So, first and foremost one, the Veda Parayanam. Lucky again we are that every day from Atharvana Veda, one or the other Suktham, we are becoming familiar with. We are at least knowing that such Suktams exist, then we can invoke them, through them the divine grace for our health and many other achievements, requirements. Today, from Atharvana Veda, we'll be learning again 4 mantra wala Suktam, Shita Jwara Durikarana Suktam. The fever, cold and fever, etc., which again at the body level when they are disturb our mind and our routine, do not allow us to do our swadharma, do not allow us to do our paramarthika dharma. So may this Shita Adi Jwara go away, never come to us along with its root causes. Not only us, all our near and dear ones and the good people in the world should not suffer any of these fevers, jwara, etc. Okay. The rishi to which this mantra revealed is Bhrugu Rishi, Angirasa Rishi also. The Devata is the Agni Devata, mainly here worshipped. Okay. While doing the chikitsa, the treatment through the medicines, this mantra ucharana also uh, uh, helpful in curing the disease. In those Vedic periods, these were revealed to them as treatments for such diseases, etc. Right? Here in the 4 mantras, what I said is ki the axe is heated, it is put it in the water, water gets heated. With that heat, the heated water, this diseased patient, whoever he may be, he is what you call cleaned. With that, the JWARA in that patient, whether it is me or anyone. That JWARA is told, Ki, oh JWARA, now you see through this mantrocharana, that hot water is applied on the Sharira, you leave the Sharira and go. Leave our bodies and go. So, we are all the Dharmanusthana people. We are doing Yajna, Havana, Homa, and through this we are invoking the divine grace for the universal goodness. You can't disturb us. Oh Jwara, go away. Right? So to Oh Jwara, you are the Ushnayukta, you are the Santapakari, you are born through this Agni, etc. Again, you are requested to leave and go away. Allow us to have the sufficient energy, dynamism to do our duties. Okay. So too, because of you, the body is becoming weaker, energyless. You are supposed to go to those people who do the papa. If at all you have to go and attack. Okay? Not good people, not those who are serving the world. So may you do not enter, do not make the bodies disfigured, nor weaken them. You are requested to go away. So the Shita Jwara, salutations to you. Then permanently you go away. Some places to some people you come every day, sometimes once in 2 days, sometimes once in 3 days. Like that, you show your presence by appearing. What we request is never ever come and disturb us. May we remain always healthy, free from this shivering cold fevers or any sorts of fevers. Ekahikachara, Dvyahikachara, Tryahikachara, Swantapajvara, Vaishnavajvara, Shaivajvara. So many varieties of jvaras are there. None of them should come. Vaishnava Shaivajvara means the jvaras coming because of our insulting the Lord, talking ill negative about the all-pervading Lord, inculcating or disturbing the faith in the people around us by our wrong talk. They are attacked by the jvara in that way. So jala, from that jara comes. From the vayu, the jvara can come. From various ways, the jvara comes. Jvara is, in medical terms, the symptom for something within the body is not good. The heat, the redness, the pain, the swelling. The rubor, the dollar, the kaler, and the swelling has some name. They are all signs of the something abnormality, some foreign material in the body, harmful to the body, to be thrown away through some correct medical methods. Anyway, so we will chant this mantra for the Shita Jwara Nivarana. Om Atha Atharvana Vedantargata Shita Jwara Durikarana Suktam. ॐ यदग्निरापो अदहत् प्रविश्य ॐ यदग्निरापो अदहत् प्रविश्य यत्राकृण्वन् धर्मधृतो नमांसि यत्राकृण्वन् धर्मधृतो नमांसि तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रं तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रम् सनः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् सनः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् ॐ यदग्निरापो अदहत् प्रविश्य यत्राकृण्वन् धर्मधृतो नमांसि तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रं स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यदग्निरापो अदः प्रविश्य यत्रा कृण्वन् धर्मधृतो नमांसि तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रं स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् second mantra. While chanting, you also chant, repeat, at least listen, pray that from our Sharira and also from the saints and sages and good people, that Sharira should go away, they should continue doing sadhana seva. ॐ यद्यर्चिर्यदिवासि शोचिः यद्यर्चिर्यदिवासि शोचिः शकल्येषि यदि वाते जनित्रं शकल्येषि यदि वाते जनित्रं ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यद्यर्चिर्यदिवासि शोचिः शकल्येषि यदि वाके ते जनित्रं ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यद्यर्चिर्यदिवासि शोचिः शकल्येषि यदि वाते जनित्रं ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् थर्ड मंत्र यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि वाराज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः यदि वाराज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः ह्रूडर्नामासि हरितस्य देव ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि वाराज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि वाराज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् फोर्थ नमः शीताय तक्मने नमः शीताय तक्मने नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि यो अन्येद्युरुभयुद्युरभ्येति यो अन्येद्युरुभयद्युरभ्येति तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने नमः शीताय तक्मने नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि यो अन्येद्युरुभयद्युरभ्येति तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने नमः शीताय तक्मने नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि यो अन्येद्युरुभयद्युरभ्येति तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने ॐ शान्तिः 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 टुगेदर ट्वाइस ओम अथ शीतज्वरदूरीकरणार्थम् अथर्वणवेदान्तर्गतसूक्तम् ॐ यदग्निरापो अदहत् प्रविश्य यत्रा कृण्वन् धर्मधृतो नमांसि तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रं स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यद्यर्चिर्यदिवासि शोचिः शकल्येषि यदि वाते जनित्रं ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धितक्मन् यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि वाराज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः ह्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव सनः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धि तक्मन् नमः शीताय तक्मने नमो दूराय नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि यो अन्येद्युरुभयद्युरभ्येति तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ यदग्निरापो अदहत् प्रविश्य यत्राकृण्वन् धर्मद्धृतो नमांसि तत्र त आहुः परमं जनित्रं स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धि तक्मन् यद्यर्चिर्यदि वासि शोचिः शकल्येषि यदि वा ते जनित्रं क्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धि तक्मन् यदि शोको यदि वाभिशोको यदि वा राज्ञो वरुणस्यासि पुत्रः क्रूडुर्नामासि हरितस्य देव स नः संविद्वान् परिवृङ्धि तक्मन् नमः शीताय तक्मने नमो रूराय शोचिषे कृणोमि यो अन्येद्युरुभयद्युरभ्येति तृतीयकाय नमो अस्तु तक्मने ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. Thus we have done our Vedic chanting. Now let us do our mantra ucharana dhyana purvaka. We are doing the 27 nakshatra Gayatri mantras. Yesterday we started. We saw yesterday Ashwini nakshatra, Bharani and Kritika. Today the sequence come the next three nakshatras. They are Rohini, Mrugashira and Ardra. All these nakshatras for you and I are Sakshat Paramatma only. In that form, in that position, with that Shaktis doing that particular work of influencing, inspiring the world of Jada and Chetana. This much we know. The higher mystical things, when the Lord wants, He will reveal to us. Right? Now this Rohini mantra gives lot of heat. Therefore, it is Prajaviruddha means it tells now take rest at home or don't be too aggressive, or especially the non-positive people are given punishment to learn. So Prajaviruddhayai cha vidmahe Vishwarupayai cha dhimahi tanno rohini prachodayat. Prajaviruddhayai and again Vishwarupayai. That heat in the Rohini nakshatra is so terrible. Next comes Mrugashira. Om Shashirekhaya Vidmahe Maharajaya Dhimahi. Mrugashira nakshatra is good. Shashirekhaya Maharajaya. Then third Ardra nakshatra. Om Mahashreshthaya Vidmahe Pashuntanaya Dhimahi. So Shrestha nakshatra is Ardra, Pashuntana, it will increase the Pashu Sampada, etc. That nakshatra anugraha. So let us chant the Rohini nakshatra. I need not repeat every day. Vidmahe and then Dhimahi is Upasana Yukta Dhyanam Prachodayat means wholeheartedly asking to do the Prachodanam in the Atma Prapti sadhanas. Is there any doubt? Just refresh oneself. Start the Rohini Nakshatra mantra. Om Praja Viruddhayai cha Vidmahe Vishwarupayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Rohini Prachodayat. Om Praja Viruddhayai cha Vidmahe Vishwarupayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Rohini Prachodayat. Om Prajaviruddhayai Vidmahe Vishwarupayai cha Dhimahi Tanno Rohini Prachodayat. Om Prajaviruddhayai Vidmahe Vishwarupayai cha Dhimahi तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। ॐ प्रजाविरुद्धायै विद्महे विश्वरूपायै च धीमहि तन्नो रोहिणी प्रचोदयात्। After Rohini, the Mrugashira, Sheshirekhaya Maharajaya, Mrugashira. Some nakshatras are male, some are female. Om Sheshirekhaya Vidmahe Mrugarajaye Dhimahi Tanno Mrugashiraha Prachodayat. Om Sheshirekhaya Vidmahe Maharajaya Dhimahi तन्नो मृगशिरः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ शशिरेखाय विद्महे महाराजाय धीमहि 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 तन्नो मृगशिरः प्रचोदयात्। आर्द्रा नक्षत्र। ओ महाश्रेष्ठाय पशुन्तनाय। ओ महाश्रेष्ठाय विद्महे पशुन्तनाय धीमहि तन्नो आर्द्रा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ 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 महाश्रेष्ठाय विद्महे वसुन्तनाय 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 धीमहि तन्नो आर्द्रा प्रचोदयात्। ॐ रोहिणी मृगशिरः आर्द्रा नक्षत्रेभ्यो नमः। तव चरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये मां रक्ष रक्ष परिपाहि परिपाहि। आत्मानुभवं प्रति प्रचोदनं कुरु कुरु स्वाहा. In this way, respected friends, we have done our Vedic chanting Dhyana Purvaka Mantram. In today's common sense thought, our third sadhana, two things. One, today's speciality, Yugadi. In Hindu Sanatana Dharma, according to the calendar, today is the beginning again of the fresh new year. Yuga Adi it is called as. Ugadi, Yugadi. So 60 are the years, then again the new cycle begins. In that way, out of the 60, today is the Narayana, I think 40th or so. This year's name is Parabhava Nama Samvatsara. Okay, Parabhava Nama Samvatsara is not that in this Samvatsara all the Parabhavas will happen. No. Though there will be such things, but every one of them are only to teach us the lessons. When the lessons are learnt, it is not defeat, it is only the victory. Like this Parabhava when it came in 1966 or 68, 66 I think. That time we know the new governance and lot of financial crises have come. But again at that time was the beginning of some good things like green revolution, etc. They happened. So people have learned the lessons from the hard works and then they keep on improving. So this is the Parabhava Nama Samvatsara is in this Samvatsara, whatever lessons we are taught by the Prakriti, by the Lord, let us learn them. If not, then truly we are Parabhava. This is one meaning. Second meaning is what? The Para, the Adi Shakti, the Bhava, Lord Shiva. Let us worship both of them. As a result of which, all the negativities from within us and outside, they get parabhavita, they get defeated. Whether they are our uh, rogas at the sharira level, and again the diseases and weaknesses at our other upadhi level, all of them should get parabhavita, like we just now chanted Shita Jwara Nivarana Sukta. In the same way, the Bhakyabhyantara Shatru Parabhava should happen. So too the inner Durguna Parabhava should happen. Outside the Dushta Shakti Parabhava should happen. When we worship the Para Shakti and Bhava Shiva, Shiva Shakti. So too within us spiritually, the Parabhava of Ajnana Janita Samsara should happen, and then Pradurbhava or Vijaya of all our Adhyatmika sadhanas should happen. So, in this year, let us not, like the earlier years, get insulted or humiliated or defeated. Parabhava means insult, humiliation, defeat. We get insulted, defeated, humiliated only because of our not knowing and non performing. Let us know, let us perform We are no more parabhavita, we are already victorious. So too, the yuddhas should stop in the whole universe, world. People should understand and accept each other together as one citizen of the globe, one family, maybe helping each other glow and grow only. May this happen in this new Parabhava Samvatsara. First point. Second, it's a good beginning to make a good beginning of any of these sadhanas, as we saw yesterday. But the mentality of all of us is on the day of festival, we are little excited. When it's over, new day comes, all these commitments, fervors, we forget and become so normally, routinely a person of involving in the world and worldliness, forgetting the inspirations. Let us not do it this time. Starting from today, for these 9 days of Vasanta Navaratri, followed by the next again Yugadi comes. Till that time, continuously let us be concerned about our sadhanas. Let us be worried about our sadhanas. Let us be planning well about them, doing them, etc. So that's how today's one thought is. Prayers for all of us, that the Adipana Shakti, then the Bhava, Paramatma, bless us with all the uh, Maha Maha Vijayas only, not the Parabhavas or the defeats or the insults. Okay, so Chaitra Vaishakha Jyeshtha Ashada Shravana Bhadrapada Ashvaja Kartika Margashira Pushyamaga Palguna. So Chaitra Vaishakha Jyeshtha Ashada Shravana Bhadrapada Ashvaja Kartika Margashira Pushyamaga Palguna mantras. They all talk about the Jiva's arrival along with the Prakriti around, getting lost in it, doing the sadhanas, reaching out to Paramatma. The first 4 months are the Bandhana months. Chaitra, Vaishakha, Jyeshtha, Ashada. The next 4 months are the months of knowledge. Shravana, Bhadrapada, Ashwaja, Kartika. The next 4 months are sadhana months, last one leading to the result. Shravana, Bhadrapada, Ashwaja, Kartika, Margashira, Pushya, Magha and Falguna. So in these 12 months, 1 year, we can, having realized that we are lost in samsara, do the sadhana to realize. That's how the months, the weeks, the days, every one of them are there for us to learn something. There's a big, big mystical subjects. Whenever Antakarana is Shuddha, such books, such gurus we come across who tell us those things to us, and our buddhi also, if it is vikasita, it will be able to recognize them. This much is enough. So may this new year bring all good opportunities to us. May we make use of all of them. Okay. Now in that second common sense thought today, simple key. In our understanding, acceptance, conviction, what is important? Are the vastus important? Are the vyaktis important? Or the desha is important? Or the kalas are important? Or the karmas are important? Or the karma phalas are important? Or the various pada in the jagat are important? Or our defeating the people and the world is important, conquering them? Or our suppressing them is important? Or our own ego is important? Or last but not the least, is the peace of mind important? Prasada, as we are studying in Gita. If one understands those things are important at the cost of the mind's peace, they have not understood. But if those who are clear in the understanding that peace of the mind gives the joy. Prasade sarva dukkhanam hanihi. Today's mantra that only in Gita we are going to study. In the peace of the mind, all joys are there. The one who understands it and values the manashanti is really a person with understanding. If we are the person that we have understanding about the peace of the mind, then isn't it we should use all these things to gain the peace of mind only. And in any one of them, if instead of giving us the peace of mind, they are making the mind into pieces, we should have the ability to even drop them. So, Desha Kala Vastu Vyakti Paristiti Karma Karma Phala Pada, all of that we have to utilize for peace of mind, not to destroy it. If at all any one of them are creating the bhanga disturbance to my manashanti, I should be able to drop them. This vyakti disturbing my peace of mind. Drop that person in the mind if you cannot avoid that person outside due to various relations, reasons. But inside you can drop. So to the vastus which are destroying the peace of mind are not worthy to be valued by me. Drop them. So to the desha and kala and some of the actions, even the results of them. Whatever मनस शांति को दूर करते हैं उनको हमें छोड़कर मन में शांति हमेशा रखना है. That simple common sense wisdom we have to have. Lest ashantasya kutas sukham. We are going to see in Gita tomorrow or day after that mantra. Think. Even these basic things about the joy is there in the peace of mind that has to be created, maintained. Even these basics also we miss. Therefore, live throughout the life with Ashantamana and Dukkha Yukta Hridaya. Isn't it the restless mind and miserable heart? What a life it is. It's a failure. Such life is a failure only, whoever it may be. So think about it. Right? Then the third point is the Shanti also two types. When the things are convenient, that is Shanti, that is one. So struggling our best to make the things convenient to us so that we get the Shanti. There another Shanti is there. We are trying our best, yet the situations are not convenient. They have their own knack of disturbances, etc. Yet I am not getting disturbed. That's called is the higher Shanti. You can add a pra letter to that, call it as prashanti. है ना? Shanti, Ashanti and Shanti and Prashanti. Ashanti and Shanti are uh, opposite to each other, contrast to each other. Prashanti is beyond these two. In all the Ashantis also, still I am maintaining the Prashanti. Okay, when the Ashantis go away, what comes is Shanti. Whether it is Shanta or Ashanta, I am Prashant. Huh? That's the higher achievement. And that's found only in the spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, spiritual experience of the self. Prashanta. Right? So, in this way, slowly open up the intellect for these higher understandings, get convinced about them by scrutinizing them with all logics, examples, Shastra, quotation, etc. But once the convictions have come, live them. That's how the life has to be beautified, divinized by our own efforts, in our own interest, by ourselves. The world can be helpful if we have the knack of taking the help. World can be harmful if we are, not able to properly relate with the world. But by the world by itself, it is not the cause. It is we who are the cause. Okay. Now let us start our the next things. These are common sense thought. Om. 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 Om Sahanavavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo Brahma Vidya Sampradaya Kartrubhyo Vamsharshibhyo Mahadbhyo Namo Gurubhyah. Om Yairime Gurube Purvam Padavakya Pramanatah Vyakhyatah Sarva Vedantaah Satchastraah Tanityam Pranatosmyaham. Om Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punah. Om Nidhaye Sarva Vidyanam Vishaje Bhavaroginam Gurave Sarvalokanam Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavatpada Shankaram Lokashankaram. Om Bhavata Janata Suhita Bhavita Nijabodha Vicharana Charumate कलयेश्वर जीव विवेकविदं भवशंकर देशिक मे शरणम्. ओम ब्रह्मानंदं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद् गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आचार्येभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराणेतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषि मुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा वाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषदः आद्य शंकर भाष्य समेत अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. ओम नित्यानंदं निराधारं निखिलाधारम् अव्ययं निगमाद्यगतं नित्यं नीलकंठं नमाम्यहम्. So Vedic chanting we have done, Dhyana Purvaka Mantrocharana Vaisa, common sense thought we discussed. We have done the Shanti mantras, Guru Upasana mantras, Guru Prarthana, then we have done our Sankalpa. Now the sixth one, Upanishad Parayanam. We'll start the third chapter chanting today, first three mantras. Om Atha Trutiyodhyayah. Om Ya Eko Jalavan Ishat Ishanibhihi Sarvan Lokan Ishat Ishanibhihi य एवैक उद्भवे संभवे च य एतद्विदुरमृतास्ते भवन्ति एको हि रुद्रो न द्वितीयायतस्थुः य इमान् लोकान् ईशत ईशनीभिः प्रत्यङ्जनान्स्तिष्ठति सञ्चुकोचान्तकाले संसृज्य विश्वा भुवनानि गोपाः विश्वतश्चक्षुरुत विश्वतो मुखः विश्वतो बाहुरुत विश्वतस्मात् सम्बाहुभ्यां धमति सम्पतत्रैर्द्यावा भूमि जनयन् देव एकः. Friends, actually the life should be these mantras clearly known by heart and their meaning is known, and through contemplating on those mantras all the time we have to be, to begin with, in touch with the reality. And when that manana dhyana becomes intense, not only in touch, we are able to comprehend, apprehend, experience that reality. And then live in that reality. Anybody comes to us only again through these mantras, guiding them only toward the reality. That is the direct, straight way. Anything other than this is the proof that we are not yet intelligent spiritually, not yet matured spiritually. Anything where we take initiative and involve. Other than that, by default of our prarabdha, some duties come up, we do them. From our side, no other initiative than this one. That's the meaning of sarvada sthapanam buddhehe shuddhe brahmani. That is the meaning of dhyanam chiram nitya nirantaram mune. That's the meaning of, the last but one mantra of our evening Lagu Vakyavritti, and also the teachings given by Mother Saraswati to Leela as well as Krishna's teaching to Arjuna. What is that? Tat chintanam tat kathanam anyonyam tat prabodhanam etade kaparatvam cha brahmabhyasam vidurbudaha. In Gita, it is manamanava madbhakto or machittaha madgata pranaha. So all of these should bring our intellect to this conviction that these Upanishad mantras are not that once a day, 1 hour, we just browse through them and keep aside, live in the delusory world taking it as real. No. Only the Upanishad. Studied, understood, meditated, realized, talked about. No other thing other than that. That is the highest evolutionary stage. Hope it's giving some picture in the mind. Now here we are, 18th mantra of the last chapter about the Sharanagati. मुमुक्षु के लिए भगवत शरणागति का उपदेश. And in the Sambandha Bhashya, Yasmat sa eva samsara moksha sthiti bandha hetuho tasmat tameva mumukshuhu sarvatmana sharanam prapadyeta abhigaccheta iti pratipadayitum aha. It is He, the Lord, the cause of samsara moksha sthiti bandha hetu. Therefore, for the removal of the sthiti and bandha of the samsara and to give us moksha from samsara, that Paramatma only we have to do the Sharanagati. Okay? The Prarthana Yukta Sharanagati is the prayers. Then the Sadhana Yukta Sharanagati is discovering that Paramatma and our identity with Him. And this Sharanagati is a true one, higher one, ultimate one. The earlier Sharanagati of surrender to any of the Ishtadevata or the Guru becomes a means or cause or sadhana for the ultimate Sharanagati. In the ultimate Sharanagati, Sarvadharman Parityajya, Mamekam Sharanam Raja, there the river merges in the ocean to become one with the ocean. Thereafter, River, as its name and form, ceases to exist, and it starts to exist as the ocean. That is a true Sharanagati. Very subtle it is. Key. We, with all our spiritual sadhanas done, social services done, still want to maintain our individuality, our aham. And that aham, when it is maintained, separate from the reality, always is a problem to itself and to the world. Thus, with everything done yet, aham maintained, the problems are not solved. The problems get solved only when the small aham is dissolved, mind you, in the realization of the big aham. Aham is not lost. Small aham is lost in identifying with the big aham. Is it a good bargain or not? Think. If you say yes, then you are understanding. If you say no, then the aham is strong. It doesn't want to understand. The trick you see of the mind, from the total aham, a small aham is brought out and it tries to maintain it. Once we are separated from the total and maintaining the individuality with various limitations, that itself is cause of the dukkha. We are not able to understand it because we are not using our intellect. What is the using of intellect? This only. That maintaining a isolated individuality with all limitations, separate from the total, is dukkha, is not required. This understanding is spiritual understanding. Then what do I do? I, the river, running and gurgling in my spiritual sadhanas and meditations, go and merge in the ocean, the infinite, the Brahman. That is ultimate Sharanagati. For that to happen, the Upasana Bhakti Sharanagati is very much required. Then the Shastra Sharanagati is very much required. Guru Sharanagati to follow what Guru says as per Shastra for our sadhana is also required. So Guru Sharanam, Shastra Sharanam, Bhagavat Sharanam, Brahma Sharanam. Hmm. Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Guru Sharanam, Sadguru Sharanam, Shastra Sharanam, Shastra Sharanam, Shastra Sharanam, Sat Shastra Sharanam, Bhagavat Sharanam, Bhagavat Sharanam, Bhagavat Sharanam, Sat Bhagavat Sharanam, Brahma Sharanam, Brahma Sharanam, Brahma Sharanam, Para Brahma Sharanam. In the Para Brahma Sharanagati, Aham Brahma Asmi. Keep it in mind in the background and keep on doing Mananan Chintana and become stronger in understanding, acceptance, conviction. From that is born the Tivra Jignasa to do the required practices called as sadhana. Okay, now the mantra, after seeing the Sambandha Bhashya sufficiently, is please chant 4 times together. See whether you have by hearted it or not, as it was recommended 2 3 days back itself. And we said this mantra can be added to our daily prayer. What can be a better day than today? The Yugadi, आज से ऐड करो. Even 5 बार भी बोलो daily, good. I will also add. ॐ यो ब्रह्माणं विदधाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तम्हदेवम् आत्मबुद्धिप्रकाशम् मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. ॐ यो ब्रह्माणं विददाति पूर्वं यो वै वेदांश्च प्रहिणोति तस्मै तगुंहदेवमात्मबुद्धिप्रकाशं मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहं प्रपद्ये. ॐ Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tamhadeva Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purvam Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai Tamhadeva Buddhi Prakasham Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. It is such a mantra with so many angles to look at and understand so many things. Not one or two. Kam se kam 10-12. Okay. First is, it is to be understood that in this mantra we are surrendering to the Adhisthana Brahma Tattva itself. Right? There is no doubt at all. Second, that Adhisthana Brahma with his Maya Shakti alone is the Ishvara. Then the Ishvara alone, with his Trigunatmika Shakti of the Maya, Rajas, Sattva and Tama, wants to do the Srishti Sthiti Laya. So when he wants to do the Srishti, invokes the Rajoguna, himself appears as the Brahma Deva, creator. That's how we as a Vedantin understand Yo Brahmanam Vidadati Purva. That Parabrahma, having become Ishvara with his Maya Shakti, wanting to play the play of the world, he wanted to create. So with his Rajoguna, he became the Brahma Deva. That is the meaning of Brahmanam Vidada. Okay. And to that Brahma projected out of him only, as we yesterday exhaustively told you the Bhagavatadi Katha, for him, the knowledge Paramatma only given. Three knowledges we have exhaustively told. One knowledge is regarding what work he has to do, the work of creation. So the Vedas contain the whole work of creation required for Brahmadeva. The second knowledge is while doing that, maintaining ourselves, that we are not getting lost in that. That is also is an important jnana. Third knowledge is to be in the self, one with the reality, the truth. Okay. Mhm. These three jnanams required are given by that Paramatma only through Veda to Brahmadeva. That's the meaning of Yo Vai Vedanscha Prahinoti Tasmai. Then Tamha Devam, that Paramatma who is of pure consciousness nature, Atma Buddhi Prakasham, who when worshipped by us, asked by us, invoked by us, prayed by us, he gives what? Atma Buddhi Prakasham. He illuminates us. He enlightens us in the Atma Buddhi. So far we have the Anatma Buddhi only. Buddhi means knowledge and conviction. Anatma Buddhi is the knowledge about the Upadis and the conviction that they are me. This is called Anatma Buddhi. What is Atma Buddhi? All the Upadis are just projections of Maya. All of them have the Adhisthana, the Atman only, Paramatma only. That's called as Atma Buddhi. To begin with, theoretically. Then realizing that Atman is the practical sadhana and experience. It is that Paramatma only. When we ask him, he gives us that Siddhanta Atma Buddhi Prakasham, Sadhana Atma Buddhi Prakasham, and Anubhuti. Atmabhuti Prakasha. When will you do that? When we do two things from our side. That is what is the beauty of the last line. Mumukshuhu vai sharanam aham prabhadye. Mumukshur vai sharanam aham prabhadye. Means what? First you become mumukshu. What is a mumukshuta? Desire to get liberated. Liberation is always from the bondage. Bondage to the Atman always is from the Anatman only. The Anatman are the Dehendra Pranamanavodi Upadhi within us and the Rupanama in the world outside. Therefore, the one who wants to get rid of the identity Ahanta and Mamata with the Upadhis, the one who wants to get rid of the Satyata of the Jagat as well as the relation with the Jagat again with Raga Dveshadi. He is called as Mumukshu. He understood that these are the things which are binding me. Okay? Therefore, he wants to be freed from it. He alone is called as Mumukshu. So, be a Mumukshu in true sense. Be a Mumukshu in through the right understanding with the help of the Shastra. When I am hungry, I am Baddha. So I know when I eat the food, that bondage of hunger goes away, I become Mukta. When I am diseased, I am in Bandha. Then when I take medicine, I get health, I am freed from the bandhana of the disease. Now I am healthy Mukta. When I am all alone, I am feeling that I am bandhan mein. Therefore, I will have a company of someone. I am freed from the bondage of loneliness. This is what we all do, isn't it? But there is a little higher thing than this. What is that higher? It is not that hunger is binding me, that I'll have a food and that bondage of hunger is gone, I am mukta. Because it is relapsing again and again, every 3 hours, 4 hours. Especially when I want to fast during Navaratra, every day I get hungry at 10 o'clock. That day सुबह 6 बजे भूख लगती. Isn't it? So where is hunger? It is in the pranamaya kosha. Therefore, pranamaya kosha tadatmya is the bondage. If we free from that, then the problem of hunger once for all goes away. In the same way, disease of the body is not the bondage. Having the body and identifying with it itself is bondage. Otherwise, you remove this disease with this medication, many other diseases are ready to come again. How long you go on doing it? So too, the loneliness is not a bondage. Because how many times you will have company of somebody or the other? The ego, the individuality which is feeling lonely, itself is bondage, which is dissolved by discovering the universal I. The one I, the big I, the capital I. So in this way, understand the meaning of the word mumukshu. The one who wants to get mukti from the bondages from the root level. Little higher level में जाओ तो where from all these upadhis, the reality the upadhis, the identity with the upadhis, living the life at the level of upadhis and suffering, where from actually it's all beginning only from one point called as ajnanam, avidya कहते हैं उसको. Then avidya of what? Avidya means ajnana means not knowing. Not knowing is of reality. So, not knowing the reality called as avidya is the hetu for the entire bandhana. Logically, we have to think this way and come to clear understanding. Therefore, if the avidya goes away, avidya janita bandhana goes away, then I, the mumukshu, become mukta. The question is, how the avidya goes away? Avidya cannot go because it's not a substantial thing to go. It is only a appearance in the absence of the vidya. That's why it's called avidya. Absence of vidya. A for absence. A means abhava. Then gain the vidya. Then the avidya janita, all upadita adatmya tat janita bandhana goes away permanently. Then we are mukta permanently. Therefore, only through Atma Jnana, the Tattva Jnana, Vidya, that there is moksha. Again, this Vidya is two types, Siddhanta and Anubodha. Therefore, a mumukshu is he who, by knowing the actual self, wants to get rid of the bondage of the not self. He is mumukshu in the final sense. The other mumukshutas of that I am not able to sleep, so I am bound. Now I'll take some pills and sleep. They are all the different worldly level of mumukshutas and the solutions which are not permanent. Every of these outer solutions, other than the inner solution for the problems of the world, they only aggravate the problem, intensify the problem, make us addicted in a wrong direction. They say, need nahi aa raha hai. Then he starts taking the pills. Then the pill का आदत होता है. Pill, pillow or pillow. So too loneliness. Then the adat of individual, somebody's company happens. Then we become slave to that. Isn't it? That means what? Though we all want mukti, exactly we are not understanding very mukti. Therefore, in our ignorance, we are doing those things by which our bandhana is strengthened only. It's something like to clear the loan somewhere else the loan is taken for higher interests. है ना, कोई लोग होते हैं इसको पैसे वापस करने के इधर से लोन लेते हैं. इज इट ए सॉल्यूशन? नॉट ना. यहाँ से फिर वो बढ़ता रहेगा कंपाउंड इंटरेस्ट एंड ऑल. इन द सेम वे in every of the worldly endeavors for mukti, the bandhana will increase. World and worldly endeavors cannot be the cause of sukha or moksha. They are just there. We cannot through them get moksha. Moksha is only through the Atma Jnana. Okay. So who is mumukshu is a big discussion we have done today sufficiently. So mumukshu, why? Why means having understood what is the mumukshata, having got it within myself. Such me, mumukshu why? Sharanam aham prapadye. Tam aham sharanam prapadye. To that Paramatma who projected Brahmadeva, to whom who has given this Veda Jnana, to that Paramatma aham sharanam prapadye, surrendering to him. So if you want to take as Upasya Devata, take him only as Upasya and do the prayer to him only. That is how the Omkara is taken as an alambana for that Paramatma, and through that we can pray to him. The other way of Sharanagati is by identifying with him, as we said in the introduction today. Introduction to this topic. So, Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prabhadya. At the thought level, vocal level, O Parabrahma Paramatma, I am surrendering to you as a Mumukshu, guide me in that moksha. Then the Vedantic Sharanam is what? 24 hours in the mood that I am not the Deha, I am not the Jiva, I am Brahma. Today you can start that upasana also. Mumukshurvai Sharanamaham Prapadye. So once more we have seen the meaning. Again I will tell you Saramsha. Yaha Purvam Brahmanam Vidadati. The one who has in the beginning projected or created Brahmadeva. Yahavai Tasmai Vedan Prahinoti. And again the same Paramatma to that Brahma he gave the Veda Jnana. In Veda, Veda means Jnana. The three types of Veda or Jnanam we already told. Tamha Devam, to that Deva, Atma Buddhi Prakasham. The two meanings of Atma Buddhi Prakasham are one, when we pray, he gives the Prakasha of the Atma Buddhi. The other meaning is what? To Atma, the I, the individuality, to the Buddhi, the Antakarana, Prakasham. It is he in whose presence the I is functioning and Buddhi is functioning. I becoming Jnata through the Buddhi. The evening class. The Lagu Vakya Vritti ko le आओ, everything you will understand. न तत्र सूर्यो भाति तमेव भान्तं अनुभाति तस्य भासा सर्वमिदं विभाति. That matra is Atma Buddhi Prakasham. If my Atma ego is working, if my Buddhi is working, followed by the Mana, the Chitta, the Indriya, Sharira, it is his Prakasha only. That is the one meaning. The other one is the one who illuminates me in a Atma Buddhi. That everything is Atman only, nothing other than Atman is real. To that Paramatma, Mumukshu. Why? By being the Mumukshu with right understanding, Aham me Sharanam Brahmande, I surrender to him. Surrender, though in the Upasana surrender, the Prarthana. O Parabrahma Paramatma, may I hold you only in my intellect all through the day. May I realize you very soon. May I become one with you soon. These are all called as Upasana Bhavana Sharanagati. Then the Vedantic Sharanagati is I am Brahman. I am Brahman. I am the Satchidananda Brahman. The whole world has its substratum, Brahman, and that is me. Not I am this Jiva with Upadis. Not I am this, Deha at all. This is called as the higher Sharanagati. Neti Neti Soham Soham. I am not this, I am this. When it reaches to Parakashta Sthiti, we will really experience ourselves to be that Brahman. Be ready. It will be a very heavy jerk in the first instance, wherein that individuality upadhis which we were holding so far, that gets just dissolved. Shock. Then who am I? Appears to be without base, without support, etc. Then it takes time to settle. Arey bhai, I myself am the support and base of everything. That I don't need any other support. That reality is me. That gets settled. Done? Now this very beautiful mantra. I to love it so much. आपको भी अच्छा लगे तो याद करो. This has to be studied with Bhashyam. Very beautiful. One by one sentence we'll see it. First sentence we start today being the Yugadi day. Yo Brahmanam iti. Shankara Bhagavan Bhashyakara begins saying that I am starting to comment on the mantra starting with these words Yo Brahmanam. Are you ready to listen? Are you ready to understand and accept? Are you ready to get convinced and have the courage of conviction to live up to it, live with it, live as it? Yes, sir. Then listen. Okay, sir. Yo Brahmanam. Yo means that Paramatma, the one. Brahmanam Hiranyagarbham. The Brahma is the Hiranyagarbha. In the Purana Bhasha, the Brahma is Srishtikarta. In the Vedantic Upanishad Bhasha, the Brahma is Hiranyagarbha. He is Samashti Sukshma Sharira Abhimani. Virat Purusha is Samashti Sthura Sharira Abhimani. Ishvara is Samashti Karana Sharira Abhimani Paramatma, who is beyond all this. Mandukya you have studied at the individual level, Vishwa, Taijasa, Pragnya. At the total level, Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishvara. Both are with Sthula, Sukshma, Karana, Upadhis, Veshti and Samashti. Veshti Sthula Upadhi, Jiva. Vyashti Sukshma, sorry, Vishva. Vyashti Sukshma Upadhi is Taijasa. Vyashti Karana Upadhi is Prajna. Samashti Stula Upadhi is Virat. Samashti Sukshma Upadhi is Hiranyagarbha. Samashti Karana Upadhi is Ishvara. So who is this Vishwadesa Prajna? Who is this Virat, Hiranyagarbha and Ishvara? Parabrahma only, with the Maya, with the Upadhis. And which are the Upadhis? Nothing but his own Maya. He alone is there everywhere with his own Maya. There is nothing other than him. So Brahmanam Hiranyagarbham Vidadhati. What is Vidadhati? Srushtavan. The one who has created. Purvam. What do you mean by Purvam? Sargado. In the beginning of creation. Sarga Adi. Sargado, Sarkyadme. The one who has created Brahmadeva. And the Puranas, the other Shastras, it is given so many repeated times. Hiranyagarbha samavartata agre bhutasya jatah pateka asit sadadara prithvim dyam uta imam kasmai devaya havisha vidhema. We have the Hiranyagarbha Suktam also, we have learnt it. He is the one who created the Samashti Sukshma Sharira Abhimani Hiranyagarbha. Then lot of things can be discussed in this regard. One is nothing of our Sukshma Sharira is a secret. Everything known to Hiranyagarbha. Therefore, imagining that nobody is there to know, don't maintain at the Sukshma Sharira level all the non-positive negativities. Better invoke and maintain only positive because the Hiranyagarbha is watching. That way, this sentence can be used to understand so many important, useful things. Right? Next, yo vai vedanscha prahinoti tasmai. Again, Yahweh, the same Parabrahma, why indeed tasmai to that Brahmadeva whom he has created, Vedan prahinoti. He has given the Veda Jnanam. Vedan. Vedan means the plural. Veda is singular. Knowledge is singular. Knowledge is plural. एक ही knowledge है ब्रह्म का और Vedan means the whole creation, maintenance, dissolution, and as we saw, the outer work knowledge, the inner management knowledge, spiritual knowledge. तो तीन हो गए इसलिए plural is okay. Vedan prahinoti tasmai. Tam ha shabda avadharane. That ha shabda is avadharana, specification, fixation. Indeed is the meaning. Very much. Tamha Devam. Indeed, that Lord only. Very much that Lord only. Specifically to that Lord only. Convincingly to that Lord only. These so many are the words. The meanings of the particle ha or the one letter ha. Tamha Devam. Okay. Ha Shabda ha Avadharane. Tameva Paramatmanam. Uktam cha. Now he quotes to us from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Why that Supreme Brahman alone has to be surrendered. Tameva dhiro vijnaya prajnam kurvita brahmanaha nanudhyayat bahun shabdana vacho viglapanam hitat. Looks to be simple mantra, but so complete it is. This, while studying, we'll continue the bhashya on every of the word. Yo, he explained. Brahmanam vidadati, he explained. Yo vai vedanscha prahinoti tasmai is explained. तमह देवम आत्मबुद्धि प्रकाशम मुमुक्षुर्वै शरणमहम प्रपद्ये इसका भाष्यम पढ़ेंगे so the clarity will come. We'll stop it here today. To all of you, Parabhavanama, New Year, Yugadi, wishes and prayers that let every negative be defeated, every positive be victorious. That's what our prayer for all of us. Om 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 Purnamadaha Shruti Matre Namaha Tatsat Brahmarpanamastu. Okay, thank you. Study Gita.